Hello and welcome back to another week news episode. Remember, there is going to be a bestie bottle hidden somewhere in here, so take a look out for that. Put the timestamp in the comments below, and let's get into the video. First off, to get us kicked off, we have a country expansion. This is going to hopefully bring in a ton of new players. There are many countries in America, Europe, and also Oceania that have not been able to actually play Blade & Soul, at least without the use of a VPN or something, I assume. So now those places are finally going to be officially supported by the game. There is a whole list of them just here, I guess. Take a look out, and if you're someone excited to get into the game, maybe you live in one of these areas and you've been waiting for this to happen, hop on in. Glad to have you. Additionally to this, Blade & Soul is looking to add some new language channels to their official Discord to help support the new regions and the new countries coming in. So if you are someone who wants to be a volunteer moderator, they're asking for your help for their Discord channel. There is a link in the Discord post, and I'm going to try and link it down below as well, for if you want to apply to be a volunteer moderator for one of these new language Discord channels. So earlier last week we had Ronan giving a stream on Discord in order to share some news, some information, all that kind of stuff. Kind of like a dev update, if you will, but like very light. This is going to be one of the last Discord dev updates they're doing because they're going to try to be moving to Twitch. This is great to see. I know a lot of people will probably interact more on Twitch than they will through Discord, so hopefully this does widen the reach of their updates a little bit more and make it a little bit more fun for everybody. And the huge piece of news that we're looking towards is we finally have full confirmation of the date and scope of the server merge that they're going to be doing. Basically, every single server on each region is going to be merged together on August 5th. What this means is all of the regular servers, along with the new start servers for each region, EU and NA, are going to be smushed together in order to try to increase the player experience, if you will. This comes at a really unfortunate time. When the new start servers launched about a month and a half ago, they really didn't want to ever merge them, but they said they were willing to do it if it was necessary, and here we are, it's necessary. So a little bit doom and gloom, but hopefully this does improve the player experience enough, and hopefully the country expansion can come to bring more players in to allow the game to thrive again. What this means for some people who already have characters on multiple servers as well is all your characters will finally be combined into one. You can use your card sets all together. You can use anything that is shared on the same server together, which means you can now trade between them much more easily, etc, etc. So all those people that did have their characters kind of split across the different servers, now it's going to be easier for you to gear them up, or at least have them work together to help increase the power level of your characters. Next, we have a Hot Chroma Summer event going on. This is a purely aesthetic event, however you can get some extra goodies inside the game, also aesthetics, depending on your participation and if you manage to get any higher in their tiered system for rewards, whether you impress your judges with your submissions. So to get into it really quick, basically there is a coupon code going on right now that if you put in Chroma Starter Gift Neo into the shop, you can get 11 chromatic threads for free. Everyone gets this, you just put in the coupon code and there you go. Now, to get into the actual contest, you are asked to take a summer photo of your character in-game. This is single characters only, no groups, and you try to take it with a summer apparel on your character up against a nice summer background or something of the sort. And then you take this screenshot and you submit it to their Discord. You're going to go into the Discord, into the Creative tab, and then down to the Neo Chroma Summer, and that is where you're going to want to put your submission along with all the relevant information they're asking for, including the attached photo, the character's name, your server, and a short title and a description, 1 to 2 sentences only, of what the photo is about. Now, they do say any information missing from this, if you don't include all of that, may disqualify your submission, so just make sure that you're marking off that checklist as you go to submit this. The contest does end on the 29th, so as of the day of posting this, you have about a week to go. This did technically start on the 18th. There's another announcement saying that it's starting on the server maintenance thing. However, it did already start on the 18th. People have been submitting things. You can go and actively participate, and you can also claim the coupons. So it happened a few days ago. There is a social media stretch goal attached to this, as well as a community just free goodies participation event going on with this whole thing as well. Basically, the more submissions there are, the more rewarded everyone who participated in this event becomes. Starting with at 20 submissions, everyone gets some chromatic threads, a speech box, and a nameplate. At 60 submissions, everyone gets more chromatic threads, as well as a Rosethorn illusion weapon skin. And then at 100 submissions, everyone gets even more chromatic threads, as well as a picnic day outfit. It's just a free outfit everyone gets as long as you submitted something for this. So if fashion is your thing, absolutely just throw in any kind of photo that you can, try and follow their guidelines, and you'll get rewarded with a whole lot of free stuff. And then if you happen to do really well, you end up as one of the first, second, or third places, then you will be able to get access to a special tier of costume sets, given the helium costumes, accessories. And then on top of all of this, they also have a social media stretch goal that they're trying to achieve as well, probably to make sure that there's a wider reach for their artistic community. They want you to post your same post from Discord onto a social media platform, be it X or Instagram. If you use the participating tag Hot Chroma Summer when you post this to X or Instagram, that is how they're going to find you, in addition to all the relevant information that they ask for. And then if there is 50 live posts from X and Instagram, I assume combined, then everyone who participated also gets another outfit set for the Neo group. It's going to be the Phoenix outfit, the costume that all the newcomers from the newcomer event got, and unfortunately all the people who didn't start new or return just kind of didn't get. Now's your chance to get that. I know I'm a little excited about that. I love the Phoenix set and it looks really, really cool. I don't know if I'm going to give up my Warlock swag for it, but it might be fun to run around in for a day. And then just to clarify their contest rules real quick, once again, the photo can only be of a single character. You cannot do multiple submissions, however you can do a submission for both Neo and for Live, so if you're someone who plays both games or you want to participate in both, you can do that. You are not allowed to edit your image in any way outside of adjusting the cropping, brightness, and contrast. So if you want to edit any of those, you're fine. Anything else you cannot do, and they do want these submissions to be in JPEG format. They say the in-game screen cap tool will already do it in JPEG for you. If you're using a different screen cap tool to get the picture, just make sure it's either saving in JPEG or use a converting software like the one they have linked in the article, Cloud Convert, to convert it to a JPEG format. So with all of that, get creative, get going, and have a hot Chroma summer, hopefully, for everyone involved. And last but not least, in the maintenance news of all things, we have a little teaser out for a new event that's going to be happening starting with the new maintenance. There is going to be a Shadow Sea Garrison preparation event. Now, I assume this is coming in the wake of the new dungeon that's supposedly going to be dropped on the 29th. With the next major patch, people are expecting a new legendary dungeon. And with that legendary dungeon, it seems they're doing a similar thing to what they did when Cold Storage and Bloodshade Harbor were all announced, where they're trying to make sure that people can kind of gear up or encouraged to get caught up to where NCSoft's expectation of what your character progress should be. So given that, we have no further details on what this event will entail. However, it does look promising that at least they're trying to do something for new players, and it looks like the event will begin and be throughout this next week from July 22nd through July 29th, right before the patch happens. So let's keep in check and see what's going to happen. I'm excited. As a quick reminder, anyone who didn't pay to accelerate their Battle Pass last week likely finished their Battle Pass level 30 right after the maintenance. You know they planned that shit. So that means that this week, right after the maintenance, you will be able to get your purple selector book. Just be on the lookout for that. There should be an announcement somewhere on the Discord soon saying, hey, purple selector rewards have been doled out to any accounts that finish level 30. If you haven't hit level 30 yet, don't worry, there's still one more week to do it. Just make sure that you get that before the patch on the 29th, and you'll be able to claim that purple selector for yourself as long as you have the upgraded battle pass and level 30 on it on any character on your account. And that's going to do it for the news for this week. I hope that you are excited, just like I am, for the new event coming out, for maybe getting some free goodies from the Chroma Summer event. Hopefully we see some new players coming in from the server merge and the new country list expansion that we saw. There's a lot going on. It's good to see, given how last week was a bit of a dry spell. We'll see how everything shakes up, and I will see you next time. Peace.